In the unforgiving wilderness of 19th century Canada, a young boy named James Howlett lived a sheltered life until one night changed everything. After witnessing the brutal murder of the man he believed was his father, James experienced a rage so intense that bone claws burst from his hands for the very first time. Driven by instinct, he killed the murderer, only to learn the killer was actually his real father. Devastated and confused, James fled into the forest, adopting the name Logan. That was the birth of the man who would one day be known as Wolverine. Over the next century, Logan became many things: a drifter, a soldier, a mercenary. He fought in major wars from World War I to World War II, alongside other legends like Captain America. He outlived friends, lovers, and identities. His life was a cycle of violence and loss. But everything changed in 1974. In the Incredible Hulk issue 180, Wolverine made his comic book debut with a brief cameo, sent by the Canadian government to stop the Hulk. But it was in the Incredible Hulk issue 181 that Logan fully exploded onto the page in one of the most iconic battles in Marvel history. A three-way clash between Wolverine, Hulk, and Wendigo. Instantly, fans were hooked by this mysterious mutant with claws of steel and a temper to match. Then came the truth behind the claws. In Marvel Comics presents issue 72, 1991, the curtain was pulled back on the Weapon X program. A secret Black Ops experiment turned Logan into something else, a weapon. Scientists forcibly bonded the unbreakable metal adamantium to his skeleton and claws. The process erased his memories, his identity, and his humanity. What remained was a living weapon with no past, only rage and instinct. But Logan wasn't just a killer, he became a hero. In Giant-Size X-Men issue 1, 1975, Charles Xavier recruited Wolverine into a new generation of X-Men. Alongside Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, and others, he helped rescue the original team from the living island Krakoa. This was a turning point, not just for Logan, but for the entire X-Men franchise. Logan, once a lone wolf, found a family. As the years passed, Wolverine's legend grew. In Weapon X, Marvel Comics presents issue 72 through 84, we saw more of the psychological torment he endured. In Old Man Logan, Wolverine issues 66 through 72, 2008, we jumped to a dystopian future where Logan had sworn off violence until he was pulled into one last mission. In The Death of Wolverine, 2014, his healing factor failed. Stripped of his immortality, Logan faced death not with fear, but with honor. Through it all, Logan forged unforgettable alliances. With Captain America, he shared battlefields and mutual respect, especially in Wolverine issue 60, 1992. With Deadpool, it was chaos and comedy, a clash of personalities that began back in X-Force issue 2, 1991. And then there's X-23, introduced in NYX issue 3, 2004, a female clone of Wolverine, genetically engineered but fighting to define her own path. She didn't just follow in his footsteps, she carved out her own legacy. Then, in 2000, everything changed again, this time on the big screen. Hugh Jackman brought Wolverine to life in X-Men 2000, a casting choice that turned into cinematic legend. Jackman's raw, emotional, and animalistic performance defined Logan for a generation. In X2, X-Men United 2003, we dove deeper into his tortured past. In X-Men, The Last Stand 2006, he made the impossible choice, killing Jean Grey to stop the Phoenix. In X-Men Origins, Wolverine 2009, we explored his origins, though not without controversy. But redemption came in The Wolverine 2013, set in Japan. It stripped the character down, man versus samurai, healing factor failing, and with all hope lost, he managed to survive. Then came Logan 2017. R-rated, brutal, and heartbreakingly human, it showed us an aging Wolverine protecting a young mutant, X-23, on a road trip toward hope. Logan's final stand was raw, real, and unforgettable. Fans thought that was the end, until Deadpool 3, 2024. Wolverine is back, this time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Teaming up with Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, the worlds of Fox and Marvel collide. One thing is clear, Logan's journey isn't over. It's just evolved. From a haunted child in the woods, to the unkillable Weapon X, to the heart of the X-Men, to the silver screen's most iconic mutant, Wolverine is a force of nature. A hero forged in pain, rage, and resilience. What Wolverine storyline would you like to see brought to life in the MCU? And what if Logan had joined the Avengers during the Infinity Saga? Do you think he would have made a difference? Until next time, comic lovers.